All right. Hello, world. So this is Profound Mindsets coaching program. All right. So today we're going to talk about how to get your first client. Um, so this is 1,000, and the only reason why I say that is because it's just starting out, and so I want you guys to understand. Here's an examples of how to start your first presentation. Right. All right. Section 2, how to get your first client. So I broke this down into uh, columnizations, and the reason why I broke it down this way is because I wanted you guys to understand that if you're trying to get clients and you're trying to attract clients, right? You want to give them a better understanding of how you can go about this, right? And so the reason why I say how to get your first client is you want to decide the offer, right? You want to decide the offer is, right? So what is your offer? What are you offering? What are your services? What is your product, right? So then we have in this section, we have be ready for a price and engagement clients, right? So what are you engaging in, right? So what are you telling your clients most likely to attract them to you, right? Um, and this section, we're going to talk about how to persist until you succeed, right? So this is what we're talking about: persist, meaning like you want to consistently keep going until you actually get your first client, right? And so this is the reason why I say commit to persist, right? And then we have high ticket offer that scales on its own, right? The reason why I said that is because it's the value that you're adding to certain people that you want this to scale. You want this to go to another level, right? And so this is the reason why you want to put this in the presentation, because you're also trying to help business owners, business ideas, and also motivation, right? And so that's certain. There's ways of how you can attract your clients to you, right? So then we have create a high ticket content creation to a client, right? So I don't know if you guys see me on Facebook, and I have this thing where I say profound mindsets, and we show you how to orchestrate your mind and give you the algorithm to go after your goals and dreams, right? And so that's the content, but it's also high value because again, your content is something that you want to attract your clients to you in this process, right? So then we have lead generation, right? So your leads has to come in to generate, right? That's the reason why you're doing this, is because you want your leads to come in and see if it generates any sale, right? So then we have high ticket sale closing. So basically, when we're going down to the closing table, it's almost like you're taking the transition of what the closing cost will be after the sale, because again, you're actually doing this because of the fact that you're trying to attract this client to you by this high ticket sale closing, right? Section 3, we're talking about the 4 indicators of high ticket offer, right? Here's are some details included. What to expect when you're trying to obtain a high ticket offers, business ideas, easy to target, growing your marketing, and also motivating ideas, right? And so these are what I call your 4 pillars, right? I'm gonna say that again. These are your 4 pillars of the 4 indicators of how you want to attract your clients. Again, this is a high ticket offer, right? Section 4, 10 steps to engagement in business market, right? And do your due diligence accordingly in the steps in the next section, right? So we have action steps, people, to where you can go about these 10 steps of engagement, right? Create a business module, create a manual script, create suggestions of actions, and create suggestions of actions steps required, right? Then we're going to talk about bring business proposals, right? There's five setup fees for your product and services, right? Then you want to create a high ticket content to bring clients aboard, right? So the reason why I said bring clients aboard is because you want to bring them aboard, show them, what it is that you're trying to obtain in this ticket offer, right? Have one-on-one Zoom meetings to show your detail, right? Do your due diligence and run high performance deals to convert into a sale, right? Create a code of ethics of your company's residents, right? Then after that, we're talking about the keynotes, speaking fees, right? So these are profound mindsets, terms of conditions, and here's all of the requirements, right? Section 6, categories to monetize steps required of leadership. Here are the actions you need in the next slide. Okay, so in this slide, people, we're talking about the manual script, right? The reason why I named it a manual script is because it's something that the leadership of organizations can go by. And the reason why I say it's a leadership introduction is because these are the key steps that certain leaders should go by as far as your management. And you want to create a solid and healthy environment in the workplace so each employee can better function mentally, right? So you definitely want to do that, people, because again, it's very important that your employees have a better mental state when they're going on their shifts, because you never know what they're going through personally. So, usually it will be best to, check on them, during your shift, just ask them, like, how you doing today? What's going on? And just, encourage them through, their shift, right? So in this section, we're talking about build rapport with each individual and employees to test each of their abilities, like strong suits and weak suits, right? So that's also a good factor too. You want to definitely, engage with them to see where they are and also build a rapport. When I say build a rapport, that's a professional relationship with your employee, right? And you definitely want to do this and also test them in certain levels and ask them, okay, so on what day should I bring you in and test you to see if things are going accordingly, right? And so that's what you really want to do, people, is definitely test your employees to see where they are. That's why you're building that rapport with them individually, right? So in this aspect, we're talking about Give each employee manual scripts on decision making and planning time. Originate solutions, right? So you want to originate that because again, they have to have something to go by in order for them to do their duties and tasks that's at hand. Because again, when it comes down to leadership, it's very important that they go over the manual script and see exactly where they are. And so if they have, let's say they have a certain way of going about things, you want to guide them and ask them, okay, so let's see if this meets you, right? Excuse me, people. Have group meetings each week to discover who's been paying close attention to directions and job descriptions, right? So you definitely want to do that as well. You want to make sure that they're up to par with, their job descriptions and see, if it's something that they need to go back over on, or what we call the over review, to see if there's something that they have not been paying attention to, right? And so another aspect we're going to talk about, give each employee the substantial to grow, right? Meaning when I say substantial, right? Meaning when I say substantial is the fact that you want to give them room to grow, right? So once you put them through these tests and tasks and multitasking, right? You want to also give them room to grow. You never know, they might want to go into another leader role ship, or they might want to go into like assisting ship. It just all depends on, if it's substantial for them to grow. If you see that they have these qualities, then why not give them that position, right? Section 8, we're talking about provisions, right? Stay positive, gain wisdom, sustain credibility, monetize, create a mapped out system of your goals to set for yourself to increase your thinking. Stay determined, right? Stay determined in this, right? Go beyond what is required, right? So these are what I call your provisions, because again, it's something about going the extra mile that certain people look at, right? And when I say certain people, it's like, it might be somebody, above you. Excuse me. They see the quality, and then also they look at you as a valuable asset. And so they're looking at the fact that, hey, look, man, this young man or this young lady, they have great credibility about them. We want to definitely put them in a better position, right? And so that's what we're talking about, provision. And also, you want to motivate you want to motivate your team. You want to, give them encouragement, and ask them, hey, look, listen, you did a good job today. I'm very proud of you. And I love your work ethic. I love the fact that you can go above and beyond to do whatever needs to be done, right? So this is what we're talking about, profound visions, right? Last but least, this is the end of the presentation, people. Again, this is just my business template and module of showing what does profound mindsets offer. And also it's just, business ideas and structure, business terms of verbiage, and also business terms and actions that's required to go to a higher position, right? And so again, this is really something that you can do to put yourself in that position, right? Because again, you never know who's paying attention to you as the asset, right? So again, this is something that you can do. This is Profound Mindset coaching program. Again, I want to say thank you guys so much. And, you guys have a great day. All right.